The eclipse in Aries that'll occur September 27th, 2015 will occur at 10:52 p.m. on the east coast of the U.S. Today's the 22nd of September. I'm bringing you this as the sun ends its run in Virgo and gets ready to cross over into the sign of Libra. That then is the beginning of fall. We'll put the sun in a cardinal sign. This full moon total eclipse will happen in cardinal signs of the moon in Aries, the sun in Libra. What happens here is the cardinal signs are action signs. We must take action, move forward, we must do something. Eclipses add to that tenfold by putting the energy or putting us in a position where the universe knows we're ready, but maybe we have been stalling, or we don't think we're ready, or we haven't even considered being ready. Well, that changes all now. I talk a lot about the cardinal signs being action. This is where you must take action. You find the moon, you're past. It's in the sign of Aries, which is the beginnings, and this is going to be a lot to sort out here for you, as you're going to have to get aggressive. Anytime we work with the sign of Aries, anytime we work with eclipses, there's a lot of unknown and a lot of hidden here, but there's a lot that's going to be revealed. I'll discuss that in a minute. The key for you is to go with where your gut instinct tells you to go. Eclipses are wild cards. Really, the real good astrologers don't try to predict too much, other than the fact that it's a universal guiding energy that puts you or advances you quickly, or gives you the opportunity to advance quickly. You make the call on how you handle this, because the moon's going to be in Aries, and because Uranus is also in Aries. There's opportunities for shocking, sudden events to occur that will catapult you forward. This one's going to, because of the Aries-Libra dealings here, this one is going to, there's a lot of information that's going to be able to be sorted out. We have Mercury also in Libra opposing by sign this eclipse, and of course Uranus, and then we have the sun in Libra as well. What I'm looking here is how you see things, and how you sort them out, and maybe how you're flawed in your thinking, or you've allowed yourself to just go along to get along. This eclipse is going to help advance you from just going with the flow and becoming more of who you are. But it's also going to force you, as we move forward and then have the new moon in Libra on the 12th of October, it's going to force you to see how others deal, and hopefully you're open to seeing and understanding what maybe their message is for you to sort out more of who you are and what you are. So the key here is going to be is you taking action, but don't forget to observe what's going on around you. The lessons are probably going to be more from others and what not to do, but there are going to be lessons on what to do from others coming to you. So pay attention to that big time. This eclipse, I've talked about it many times on my videos. Whenever we have a full moon or a new moon in a cardinal sign, which is when the seasons change over from spring to summer, summer to fall, fall to winter. We're now going from summer to fall. Whenever we have a full moon, new moon, the eclipses are heightened. The earthquakes, are heightened here, as the sun and moon are in those north, south, east, west points, season times when it's time for change. And so we see a heightened sense of earthquakes here with the eclipse. It even adds to that. So we've already had some. I know I'm a little late in the video here to talk about that, but if you look back over my other videos, I've talked about this many times. This is the time for the fall to emerge, and it has. And so the opportunity here is going to be for you to start putting out what you know and testing it through others. This is where we must put what we understand, what we know, out to others, and see by how they react, what they bring back to us, just how versed and how well equipped we are at this point. This is a critical point, because if you want to put your ideas out, now's the time. And then you have from now till springtime to sort it out. With this eclipse, you're going to be put in a corner, I think, here to put out what it is you know, and just how passionate you're going to be about that. definitely wars, as we have Aries going to hold this eclipse, so watch for that to heighten. I truly believe we're already in wars. I think it's already happened, but I also think that, that they're going to be heightened through this next week or two. Remember that the moon changes signs every 2.5 days, so it's plus or minus 3, and we're getting in that window here close because today's the 22nd. I talked a lot about on the 23rd of July, August, September, and October, the sun's going to change signs, and that's a critical number for a lot of extremely powerful energies to change or bring about change. And so you watch here as the sun changes tonight and tomorrow into on the 23rd day from Virgo into Libra. Just see how things are going to emerge and opportunities for you to sort things out. Watch and know that during the fall is time to start the process of reaping what you've sown. So if that's happened within you, it's happening on the outside world around you. So pay very close attention to what we're doing, how we've come about to the point where we are, and then where we're going to go with all this. Virgo is holding the sign, the planets of Jupiter and Mars, so that's a perfection stage. So those are the plans, or the unraveling or the unveiling of what's going on is coming, and perfecting that message is coming. So I'd not be surprised if the wars expose themselves. Money's already shown it. I talked about retrograde Venus that happened a few weeks ago, this late summer. That's already shown. Stock market's already shown a little bit of a tipping action, or that really there is no value. The value that they say is in the stock market is not there. It's a game. It's rigged. A lot of the rigging of society is available now for you to see. I'm begging you to just at least look for yourself. You don't have to find it to the level I have. You can go way beyond me, or half as far as I've gone, but please look, and please know that what is around you, the opportunities here to see through that, based on that veil that's been in front of it. Pull the veil down, look through, and see what's going on. Pluto is in Capricorn. I've talked about this, the destruction of the physical world as we thought it was. That's still in play. It's going to square this. So I mean, we are at this is the critical point I've talked about. Coming to this September and see what's going on. This is the critical point for us to awaken and to get out what we think is happening, and to discuss it with others. Find like-minded people. Awaken from within. There's not been a better time. Test what you know and get it out there. You're being played like a fiddle. I'm hoping that this is the beginning of the process of you awakening, if you haven't yet. For those of you that have awakened, I'm around a lot of you. This is just a continuation to go even deeper. You have all your answers within you. This has been the discovery really that has to happen. We're in a 26,000 year cycle here of the Great Awakening for you to self-empower and to create all that you possibly can. The time is now. The place is here. It's time to go. So you're trying to be restricted. It can't happen if you don't let it. So wake up and let's go. Lastly, Saturn's gone into Sagittarius. I'm looking at this as a hope of the outer space aliens will finally be revealed to a deeper level, and that you'll open to and understand. It's probably going to be extremely manipulated initially, but look through again anything that comes to you at this point. I'm not even going to talk about the Pope coming here, because I think that's a big false flag, or a big misconceived plan that's going to be in place for the ones that aren't awakened to just continually go down the path, and for the ones that are awakened to see more and figure out just what's going on. So I'm hoping that you pay attention to everything that's going on, because there's so much going on in the world itself, but it's so much going on within inside you. And really the key is here tapping into your potential and realizing that it is exponential. Any questions, please ask. Watch here. These are cardinal signs that are being lit up. Libra, Capricorn, and Aries. It's time for you to take action and quit waiting. It's now. Let's go. Step up. Stay healthy. Keep your mind clear. and do what you know you need to do. I wish you the best, and just email if you have any questions. Thanks.